Welcome, everybody, to Más O Menos Mexicanos. I'm kidding, we're not doing that. Welcome, everybody, Más O Menos Mexicanos, the show where we talk about the most important issue. Stop looking at me like you don't belong.
I feel like I don't belong.
That's how I felt on the Blackslins those 3 or 4 episodes.
Is this punishment or payback?
It's not punishment. Do you hate hanging with Mexicans?
I love it.
All right.
Did it most of my life.
Which is why you're here.
I did the
Welcome.
other side. I actually went
It's
to
Texas, man. That's just how it went. I don't get California at all. It should be more unity. It's unity here. Like it's not unity where y'all
I
are.
went predominantly black school. LBJ.
Yeah, like we all
There's-
just clicked up together,
There's
man.
not enough black folk in California, statistically.
That's true.
Like, just compared to the South.
So California Mexican people are just as afraid of black people as white people in California. How does that work?
Hey, man,
Because
that's
down
not
here,
Misunderstanding, all right?
down here they're cool. I'm just saying.
Most of us are cool.
It's
Mostly y'all
like the
cool.
topic at hand.
I've yet to run into many Mexicans here that aren't cool.
Look, it's like the topic at hand right now.
Okay.
It's the Mexican barrios is essentially Talocan.
Yeah.
And
I like
any
the-
outsiders who are like,
Man, I like to think our relationship is like a David Ayers movie.
No.
Training Day.
I wouldn't.
Harsh Times. No, black people and Mexicans at the climax get together to handle shit.
okay.
And yeah, so that's what
It should be like
The
that.
end
it really
of
should be that way.
like that.
Well, we're going to talk about on this episode just colorism, the fallout from Wakanda Forever,
Didn't
Black
know
Panther
it was
2.
one except for its
It's not
lack
a
of
fallout
movie.
necessarily, but the
Okay.
conversations that are opening up from Namor, from the characters in this movie, mostly the Mesoamerican Mayan representation, the response to Tenoch Huerta being one of the stars of the movie, the maybe
star.
antagonist.
The star of the movie. Let's be honest.
And
he was the Killmonger. He stole the show, man.
right.
Yeah, he totally
He
stole
was
the
this
show.
movie's Killmonger.
And we'll
Oh,
get to the nerdy
absolutely.
part of it, of course, but then I want to talk about some of the things in regards to Namor, the character, some of the, I guess, controversies that have been coming from it, some of the infighting with the Mexican peoples and indigenous peoples.
I'm unaware of all of this.
And black folk are getting pieces of it too, which I didn't
got
understand.
this.
I know you got that.
Yeah.
I threw that in there, but
Shut the fuck up. God damn.
but the
Oh, that's a whole
arguments,
segment for me to tell Jason Whitlock, fuck you.
but the arguments connect. But joining me today, to my right, one of the in-house Mexicanos in the house we have.
I'm JJ.
We have JJ, and you've heard the sultry voice of the young man over there, Tommy
Yeah,
McGrew.
I'm not young, but yeah.
He's young. That's young Tommy McGrew, everybody. And special guest. We had to bring in the heavy hitters because I go, okay, you're the second. I have 2 indigenous resources that I use. My friend David, who's been on the show a long time ago when we were doing Skype calls. And then yourself, Emiliano, welcome back to the show.
Emiliano Angel Chalchitotli Guajardo.
That's real. He said that. I can't do that yet, but I'm working on it. But he's here of the Austin Whiskey Society. No, Texas Whiskey Society.
ATX.
ATX. God damn, there's so many names. He changed it. So real quick, just a quick plug there. ATX Whiskey Society. Go check him out on Instagram. Not the fake one. Did the fake one get taken down?
Pretty sure it did get taken down.
Yes.
The fake one?
We
Oh, yeah,
actually,
somehow.
So we have a fuckload of really cool shit going on Patreon. Tomorrow, actually, YouTube goes live.
Oh, well.
We're gonna be dropping about 5 little videos on YouTube. 3 of which are of a very cool kind of Texas Whiskey Showdown competition that we're doing. All blind tasting, kind of like picking out what we think is the epitome of Texas whiskey.
Oh, and we had a nice sampling. If you watch our 24-hour stream, and if you go back on our YouTube, the whole segment is there. We all get nice and toasty warm while drinking those beverages. I learned how to drink whiskey properly, how to sniff it. He brought some today. I just can't talk and drink, and it is very strong. But delicious. I did have a sip. And so you can watch me learn how to drink whiskey. You'll be there. You weren't there. You were invited. You weren't there on that one. Were you?
I was on 20 of those 24 hours.
better give him his credit for that.
No, I didn't know if he made the cut because there was like 7 Mexicans over there. I didn't.
I ain't never seen JJ look like you motherfucker. You better remember I was here.
I knew he was there. That's why I was wondering what segment, because I know he did we did the wrestling one shortly after, if not directly after.
He was on that one too.
I know he was on that one. That's what I thought. Maybe I gave him a break. I didn't. Also, real quick, I want to welcome.
I just wasn't on the last half where it was Martin took my place.
That's
Tag
right.
Martin in.
Tag Martin in.
Family
Only
feud
person
time.
that could replace JJ. First and foremost, though, Tiberius Monk just earned the new 1K Bits badge. Donated 1K Bits. We appreciate it. I think that was the one during the ad that got interrupted. So thank you so much. That is Marcus Kilgore.
And no, Sally, no football show. But stick around.
No football show is going to be on Thursday. There's going to be some coinciding commentary with Thursday Night Football potentially. I'm leaving on Thursday, which is why we're doing this show now. Marcos was posting back to back shows, and you wouldn't have seen me until the end of December or start of December anyway. So we wanted to do this show, and I wanted to talk about this subject in particular, but not before I bring up Unwanted Dish. First time chatter, finally catching a stream. We want to welcome you tonight. Thank you for catching our stream, Unwanted Dish. I'm glad you're catching one of the heavy hitter shows that aren't, anime shows, a little niche. Yeah, no, you're catching a nice little cocktail mix of this one, because the sports show's niche for sports fans, anime shows niche for anime. I have no idea how to edit those. Compas, and this show in particular,
we did right before this,
right?
So,
and this one in particular, is the one that's hardest for us to do because we like doing our research.
It's the most personal one. Like Black Excellence is personal for us, and we don't do it unless we feel like we need to.
Right.
It's like Moss is for y'all.
And this one is definitely something we need to do. We and him had hold on. I won't put up the conversation. Oh, it was a big issue. But first and foremost, before I show you this, be sure to follow ATX Whiskey Society on Instagram, Facebook, and be sure to donate to the Patreon. You can find them using the same things. But no, I go, hey man, I need some help because I need to figure out how not to be a dipshit on Twitter. Because I was about to be like, Indigenous people, calm the fuck down. Be happy that you got a representation. And be happy that the Mexicans are fucking cool with it. God damn it.
Oh no.
But I figured, hold on. I might be wrong. Let me consult my Mesoamerican, my Indigenous oracles, and that's going to be Emiliano, and that's going to be my friend David Flores, who is a teacher. But here, this is the question I asked. Just look at you don't even read.
Oh, good God.
That's his
Which
response.
one is you?
I'm blue. Those are my responses.
Good Lord.
At some point, I think around here, I was like, bro, can you come on the show? and he
can't text as much.
So. Yeah. Well, no, because I was like, this is the point of the conversation, right? And so here's been the thing, and it started with
the controversy. The
controversy started with one guy. And it's
fucking Wicklock.
Not Jason. No, that's the end. No,
I just didn't know, man.
No, we are starting with the man of the hour, De Noche Huerta. That's what caused the big issue. Namor. El Niño Sin Amor.
Okay. Can we? It's Namor in the comics. Either one works.
Now we're retconning to Namor.
You're being retconned,
bro.
I feel like both is acceptable.
I can say T'Challa.
It's acceptable.
I can say T'Challa. I learned how to say T'Challa. Learn how to say Namor.
T'Challa's T'Challa.
Yeah, they never changed T'Challa.
It's a T and a Challa.
I was calling him T'Challa the whole time.
I would have been okay with that. I wouldn't have corrected.
Here's the thing. The fucking way that they were able to just off fucking whim retcon
finagle that. It was a finagle.
It seemed like easily, right?
It was
like it was meant to be retcon to
this. And here's the thing. So my dad is a professor. Motherfucker's like smart as shit.
Pause real quick, just before we get too far into it. One, Carnage Rage is at tier 1 for 4 months in a row. So we want to do that. But secondly, if you haven't watched Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, there will be spoilers. Mild spoilers, potentially heavy spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, we're going to be talking about some of the themes of the movie, be talking about the themes of Mesoamerican cultures, indigenous cultures, and how Catholicism sucks from this movie, named by that guy. So if you haven't seen the movie, I would suggest waiting to listen to this episode or waiting to watch this episode. And if you're watching live, thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the flippy flop. Don't know why I said it like that. The floor is yours. Your dad is an educator.
So my dad's just like a smart ass. Like he's got his PhD. Motherfucker's a professor. Like he's a smart ass.
Smart cat.
Yeah. Hasn't seen Black Panther Wakanda Forever yet. But I'm like, oh man, like you're gonna fucking love it. They changed his name. It's not Namor from the comics. It's Namor.
Right.
And he was like, como sin Namor. And I was like, fucking
Damn it, Dad.
spoiled like a titular plot point for yourself.
Oh, so
Right.
he got that
Yeah,
part?
he got
Just
it. He
got
just,
it.
he just
Okay.
got off the whim. He was like, oh, so like como sin amor. Namor, and I'm like, fucking dude.
And that's
stop
happened on-
thinking for a
I had to watch
second. Like, just
half the
enjoy
movie to
fucking
get that.
movie.
That happened on TikTok too. Another parent did that too, where they were like, "Yeah," it's like, "No, Dad, it's from like before they saw the movie." Like that person didn't even have the response. It was like, "No, it's been Namor the whole time from the '50s, right? One of the first superheroes
No,
ever."
farther back than
40s.
this, I think.
I
Like,
think I think it's
30s.
40s and or no, actually no. So it's probably 20s because Marvel
Yes.
just celebrated their 100th.
he's the
anniversary.
second. It was the
He's
first
their-
Human Torch. It was
Yeah, and
the
he's the
and
second-
he's the
Submariner-
second actual superhero they come up with.
1939.
Yeah,
So
that's
he's
about
the
right.
second superhero.
Ever
Ever.
from Marvel. Yeah.
Behind Artificial Human,
Human
Torch,
Torch, yeah.
which I didn't know there was a
Android
difference.
You
And-
read Marvel, so you know.
I read Marvels.
It
Go
goes in
read
continuity.
Marvels.
Yeah, it goes in order of like introduction. So yeah, no,
Right, and yeah, he predates Aquaman. That is correct.
he does.
Yes.
They copied
is-
Aquaman
I
was
from
gonna
Namor.
say,
He is the real
Aquaman,
McCoy.
yeah, there you go.
So El Niño Sin Amor, right? Great plot point. And that's while he's explaining Catholicism sucks, Spanish suck, plagues suck. I want to keep this for my people. I don't want any outsiders for this land. Pretty easy concept to understand. Indigenous people have been wanting that the fucking whole time. That's exactly what they've been asking about it. And this is the first time I probably heard it on a major motion picture. Would you say the same?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like, and maybe you'll even see it in like the clip that you're gonna show. But Tenoch says it. It's like, this is the first time that a person of this kind of skin color, who is Mexican, is being portrayed as the main protagonist.
Right.
And he has another presentation that I mean, I've downloaded like dozens of fucking TikToks that I've seen of this guy, and he talks about how it's like 3% or 6% of all of Mexican film
Right.
has indigenous looking peoples actually be the protagonist.
In Mexican cinema.
In Mexican cinema.
And it should be the inverse, right?
It should be,
it's
'cause,
the,
no, yeah,
the
it
majority
should be.
is
It's
indigenous,
dark.
is brown.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at the average population of Mexico, you're either indigenous
Right.
or black indigenous. Or
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
Like that.
Because guess what? As
Yeah,
we said in the
there's
previous
fucking-
show, they didn't fuck with slavery.
Yeah.
No.
They were like, black women, you say? Come on over and hang
And
with us.
look,
We appreciate you.
And if you know anything about black people, it's like, oh, slavery. Nah, I don't like that.
I'm not about that
Head
action,
south
boss.
down here, see what they talking about because they don't like it.
Right.
So yeah, that happened.
And that's another
Right.
thing that doesn't get talked about. So when we talk about the Underground Railroad, there were two.
Mm-hmm.
There was one going north, and then there was a whole nother one that
Going
was
south,
shorter,
yeah.
going south. The difference and the reason we don't talk about that one is because yes, it was shorter, but you have to go through fucking Louisiana, Mississippi,
it was a gauntlet.
right.
So
Yeah.
if you, I mean, we just talked about like Mississippi was the place for the last like Indian school to be closed.
Yeah.
In 2002, you
Mississippi-
said?
Yeah, it's like 2002. like,
Yeah.
Mississippi is like the highest, or was the biggest port and exporter of Africans.
Yep. That was
Jesus
the hub.
Christ.
Jackson, Mississippi. Cheers and shout out Jackson State, Tigers and Deion Sanders and all them doing fucking badass shit over there.
Right.
Jackson, Mississippi, by populace, is the blackest city in all of the U.S. because they are all descendants of the people who were.
Hence why they lost water.
Yes, absolutely.
No one
Yeah.
gave a fuck. You didn't see shit
Nah,
about
man.
it. Lost water
Jeez.
for a long
Well,
fucking.
nobody
That was
gave a
this year.
Yeah, that was 2
this
months
year.
ago. And guess what? Nobody gave a fuck until Deion Sanders.
That
said,
was it.
bro.
Right.
Deion Sanders again praised this motherfucker. Like, dude,
Yeah.
hey, I think he was an average cornerback. Great.
Oh, come on.
No,
Whoa.
Prime time.
Yeah.
Great
We'll
return
have you on
man.
the sports show.
Great return man. He should be in the hall for being a return man. Period. Nonetheless, the fucking person and the genuine human he is, fucking all time.
Yeah.
Right.
All fucking time.
Right. And as they said in the chat,
I like
school don't
history.
teach you
That was a
shit.
good lesson.
I like Raheem.
No, they
School
don't.
don't teach you shit.
We will though.
Well, like that-
I love
man. No,
history.
This is
Yeah.
this is a good old fashioned infotainment show.
Yeah, no
Also,
shit.
it's gonna bug me. Can you fix the curtain right there? That's showing a little bit of white.
Oh shit! Yeah, what is this right
Yeah,
here?
there, it's somewhere there. Yeah, you just do that. I mean, you lift it I would say lift it and move it over. There you go. That's fine. That works.
Up a little bit.
No, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. Exactly where you are. You're perfectly framed. But going back to the colorism thing, just specifically in Mexico, Tenoch's been talking about it in every interview he has a chance. That's why, like, I've been fucking with this dude a lot. I never watched. He's in what, Mayans, I think. FC.
Narcos?
No, he's in Narcos for sure.
He's in Narcos. I don't think he's in.
I may have got flipped
No,
up.
he ain't in mine. FC.
But he is in Narcos, and he's in a couple other projects.
It's a movie on Amazon called Madres. It's really good. He's in. I saw that a couple days ago.
Look up. Yeah, you know what? And actually, I ain't even ever seen his fucking like.
Forever Purge. That was the other one.
Oh yeah, forever.
Si nombre,
you want to watch another
güeros.
Purge movie? Yeah, go for it.
He's Inspector somewhere.
El Infierno. I saw that one. The
Which one?
Hell one. The
El
one that says
Infierno.
Hell.
Oh, holy shit! He's in Infierno,
Yeah.
bro. Fucking great movie.
It's that one. The one that you have.
It's about the like their cartel. Like it's like this little fucking.
Oh, they got all the hits.
He's in some
Joaquin
numbers, too.
Cosio.
Yeah, fuck.
Look at these people. Look at that. So he's been
been around. We just didn't notice he was
slowly
there.
positioning himself, right? Slowly positioning himself. And with all the colorism going on, right? But he decided to come stateside. Well, they go, okay, well, we don't have enough Mexican actors.
3.
Yeah.
Including him.
Well, yeah.
You got
'cause
Diego,
Garcia
Gal.
Bernal.
Yeah. And now him.
George
Yeah.
Lopez trying to do serious roles.
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah.
You've seen him.
If you
You've
like.
seen him.
Chicano?
And you are El Chicano.
El Chicano. Here's the thing: El Chicano wasn't like a god awful movie. It wasn't a great
No.
movie, but it was like it was still fun.
But he was
Like,
also in the Cholo Shia LaBeouf movie as well, right?
Really? I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah. He wasn't Jax Collector,
He
right?
was,
I wasn't
yes.
imagining
He
that.
was the uncle.
Yeah, he was the uncle.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm George Lopez, and I'm gonna kill
It
your
was a
ass.
serious role.
Very serious.
Yeah.
But no, I think this interview might be either. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, come on. Let me see. I want to make sure if it's English or Spanish.
Background to name.
Okay, so it is. He speaks with an accent, so they actually subtitled it. But this is him speaking about the colorism, and mind you, he's been saying this song and dance in every Disney's Marvel interview, and it's really great to hear.
To give this background to Namor, Mesoamerican culture, especially Mayan culture, they nail it. In Latin America, especially Mexico, we have a lack of representation. If you turn off the TV, for example, or you go out and see the publicity on the street, all the people is white. Mexico looks in the TV like a Scandinavian country. Honestly, it's important for many people, especially kids in Latin America. They feel represented to give this back.
Right, they feel represented, and there's another interview where he talks about. He goes, "This is a message for all the babies out there, like,
yeah.
indigenous
Fucking
babies."
broke
He goes,
I love that guy, by the way. He's great.
But the premise of what he was saying
Yeah.
was there was nothing ever wrong with. He goes, all the kids out there. There's nothing wrong with the color of your skin. The only thing that was ever wrong were the eyes of the people looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh.
That like he's
broke
been
it.
saying that.
I'm like
gives me
working
chills,
steam in the middle of the day, and I'm listening to this shit, and I'm just like,
dude.
Somebody
fucking
would've said
steam,
that
bro.
before,
Fuck.
yeah.
I got chills right now because of
Yeah.
it. Because like that's something, and I look at. I'm whiter.
You're
okay?
multiracial.
I'm
man.
light.
We've
Shut up.
established.
I'm lighter skin. I'm lighter skin. And my sisters are lighter skin. My brother's even. He's a little darker than I am. I think just because he gets more sun. But my dad in particular, his grandma, my great grandmother, and I don't like putting too much out there, but she was very colorist. The lighter the kid, the whiter the kid, the more she liked.
better, yeah.
And we joke about it now. It's pretty rough back in the day, right?
back in the day,
Yeah, back
yeah.
in the day. And
What could you
so you got to imagine that's my dad's grandmother.
Yeah.
That's like not that far away where it was like, you are dark, so therefore you are bad.
Yeah.
And you've seen it. JJ, I'm sure you've seen it. It's a thing that is like straight up in our culture. And so seeing somebody who's indigenous looking, seeing an indigenous character, shorter, darker features, bigger nose, those are the things that are more indigenous features on a big Hollywood screen playing not only one of the smartest characters in the MCU,
Yeah, definitely.
if not the at any given point.
Him and Dr. Doom are about
Whoever's alive.
they're pretty even keeled, and
Right. Like-
Dr. Doom's known to be one of the smartest.
Like they gloss over it in the movie, but he's like, yeah, I brought the power of the sun to my people. Like they glossed over it.
They totally glossed.
He built a
over
fucking arc reactor out of
Built-
something, God knows what.
it. It was vibranium.
Vibranium.
But yeah,
A
but
vibranium
still.
arc reactor?
Wakanda didn't do it.
Wakanda didn't do it.
I'm just saying.
They got
yeah.
Tony Stark didn't do it.
No shit. I'm just saying. Like,
Right,
he
no,
managed
because-
to figure it out.
Yeah, like because he's like, I brought the sun to underwater. So whatever that heat.
People were plagued by this underwater shit, and I brought the sun to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Because my mom missed it. It's like, are you just gonna gloss over that?
Okay.
Tight. All right, cool. You're using you're,
Tuesday for you, huh?
exactly. You're using real currents to get people to hide your people, and you just got to ride the current. Take the downtown current to get off at the stop, and you're good to go. Capital City, right there.
45 current.
Also, welcome Diver 216, first time chatter. My
Take
girl's
exit
Haitian.
12.
She told me she's Haitian, and she told me horror stories about her Dominican grandmother. Oh, it's everywhere.
It's fucking everywhere.
It's fucking everywhere, and that's important as to why we have black folk in the conversation as well.
Sure,
because
I'm
our
learning
histories are
stuff.
tied that way. No, the histories
Very
are tied. That way.
tied, yeah.
And so, welcome to the Manscaped Dad. It's that holiday season right now, and that holiday is Thanksgiving. And I'm thankful for all of you out there. I'm thankful, though, more importantly, for our sponsor today, and that's our friends at Manscaped, because everybody loves turkey and stuffing, but I want you all out there to look like a dessert when the time comes. You know, hey, for those of you in college, you go back for the first time since you've been in college, you know, meet your friends, you got a good look, you got a new smell, you got some education in you, come back looking fly as well. That way, you can impress all the ladies you never got a chance with in high school. But here's the thing, folks, you got to get yourself the newest, the latest technology when it comes to trimming your balls, when it comes to taking care of the goods down there. And so here's the thing. I recommend, most importantly, the Ultimate Men's Hygiene Bundle. Now, if you go to manscaped.com right now, you can use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping if you use the coupon code MEX20. And you can get all of these fine products that you see here. Let's look at the tools. The Body Buffer. That's something that they're sending us over in a few short, I think weeks. Hopefully it's sooner than that. But the point is, we're going to try out this Body Buffer, and we'll let you know exactly how it is and how cool it is and how good on the body it feels, because here's the thing. All the cleaning products and accessories that they offer here at Manscaped have been wonderful. Look at the formulations. Ultra Premium Collection. I believe they're sending us another one of those. I still have a lot of the stuff here, so I might just give it away for you. But if you don't want to bank on that, get yourself ready for Christmas. I know it's Thanksgiving. But Christmas is coming up. So if you decide to go get the Ultra Premium Collection for somebody, make sure that they smell nice with the deodorant, the hydrating body spray, the body wash, the 2-in-1 shampoo, and of course the 3-pack lip balm. It's going to get cold out there. You don't want to have your lips all chapped up, looking all terrible. You can go to manscaped.com and use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. Use the coupon code. It's right there. And it will be all the way through December as long as we don't get fired. But we're not getting fired because the people out there, yeah, that's right, you people out there are going to be using it this holiday season to get the gift that keeps on giving, is fresh huevos for the world. And last but not least, folks, last but not least, I always have to recommend it. The one thing I use just about every day, the Shears 2.0, the ultimate and the best stocking stuffer that you got right there. 20% off of $19.99. I'll let you do the math because I can't do it. But free shipping, can't put a price on that. I bet you can. I'm not gonna. Use coupon code MEX20. Nope, there's nobody over there. Use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. That's coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. And just remember, when you do that, no matter what you do, no matter what you get, your balls will thank you. We'll be right back to the show. You're not missing out on anything. Trust me, you didn't miss a thing. Because I don't want to miss a thing. That's copyright material. Don't include this in the end. Here's the first controversy. Well, the fact that's something to win. Dark-skinned Mexican guy getting the role. In Mexico, however, in the media in particular, still got a problem with people of dark skin. Remember Yalitza?
Oh, yeah.
The movie Roma? The one that won all the Academy Awards and whatnot.
Love that movie.
They hated her.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
They hated her.
She was
What?
disowned. Like Main Morning, Good Morning America kind of version of like that for Mexico.
Yeah.
Like they came in essentially blackface with like fucking like prosthetic
What?
noses. Oh yeah, it was rough.
What the
And
fuck,
this went
man?
on with like out ridicule.
Good
Right.
Like for a
God.
fat minute.
Right, like so.
What?
Here's the other thing, though.
Right.
You also got to think about like contextually. So, like, you know, Mexico is our maps are racist. You know, our map, like, there's no fucking way the U.S. as a size of like land is even moderately near the same size as Africa. Our maps and the way that we see them are racist. The space in the country of Mexico is huge.
Right.
There's a lot of fucking space.
Yeah.
And a lot of unconquered, for the lack of a better term, like territory.
Right.
People still do live in pueblitos, live in like, villages and whatnot.
Yeah.
We don't get a lot of fucking like, even along the borders, there's not a lot of cable. So, these people who are able to like show and do this fucking bullshit propaganda on news media are the only people reaching it are other motherfuckers who are like them, who are ancestrally just like passed down Spaniard, white in power Mexicanos.
Yeah.
So, it's racist, it's fucked up, but there's not a lot of ridicule and there's not a lot of stopping them
pushback.
because
Right.
yeah, because my wife's entire family, like they live in Vallehermoso, like small little like pueblito, and you just like they don't get cable.
No,
Like,
yeah.
it just you go out there, fuck around and play in like courtyard and chill and drink
Go
beer.
home.
And that's it. That's it.
And the people who did get cable get, and this is what they call it, whitesicans, because JJ, I'm gonna need your help translating this. I'm gonna have you say it and read it for the people. Could you translate that bottom for me?
Verdaderos Mexicanos. They're bothered because they accept true Mexicans in foreign productions. That's what the translation
says.
That's the literal translation.
Right. But essentially, the argument, it's going to be in Spanish. I'm going to have you laugh at it. And you laugh at it. And I know what it says. I found a translation of this. Essentially, they're just saying, well, how come they don't have white Mexicans in Hollywood like this guy? He doesn't deserve the shot.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Y de dónde venimos. Me parece de verdad ya absurdo el tema.
Gente sin qué hacer.
¿Cómo? No, y lo único que están buscando también es seguir separando a la gente. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué así? A mí me parece que quien tiene que ocupar un papel en cualquier producción, ya sea a un actor o a un alguien que trabaja en la producción detrás de cámaras, es porque quien tiene las mejores aptitudes para hacerlo, no por su color de piel o por cómo
Y aparte tú como creador y como director.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Hold on.
Como creador de un
Go ahead, JJ.
She's trying to make the affirmative action argument.
For white Mexicans?
No. That like he got the job because of affirmative action.
Oh, no.
Era piel.
Yeah.
And so piel is just kind of like, oh yeah, because he's like darker.
Oh, wow.
that's why he got
Not
shot,
because of
'cause he's
talent, because
fucking
he's a legit dude.
Hey,
'cause he's,
She's making the argument that like no, there should have been just like a blind casting, like a casting where it's like
Christ.
this is what we require, and none of it says skin color.
Oh, wow.
That's what she's saying.
I don't see color.
But
on
she's
that,
also
kind of,
saying
yeah.
that like
Just read. Welcome. Thank you. That, by the way, it's a 2-minute clip. 30 seconds in.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
this is gonna be fun.
We proceed. Yeah. Oh, that's why I brought you guys along. I'm gonna need help deciphering all the little nuances.
un productor es lo que tú quieras, no lo que el gobierno te diga que
Oh
vas
my
a
God.
tener algún tipo de cosa.
Pero además no creen que
Let me know
habla
when
de
to
no
stop.
discriminar cuando ella estaría discriminando.
Claro.
Esta ley estaría discriminando porque hay mexicanos pelirrojos. No
Oh my
creo
God.
que
I heard red.
He said stop.
So the dude said, if you're the producer, you should be in charge. Like, it shouldn't be the government telling you who to hire.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's what the dude said. And the girl's saying that, like, this is extra bad this is discriminatory against, like, the Mexicans that are redhead and, like, pale. Like, really? The ones that are on TV all the fucking time?
The Scandinavian television he was talking about earlier.
Here's the thing. Okay, so
Hold on, real quick.
that's
The
fucking
kid, that kid
terrible.
Connor. I can't even understand them. And I know it's pure hate speech.
yeah, man. Yeah, you get the gist. It's like it doesn't matter the
geez.
language. You can always
You
tell.
can kind
when
of
it's
tell
like-
by
Yeah.
body
Yeah.
language.
Also, Tierra de Fuego. Thank you for translating midstream for the chat as well.
Oh, man, there you go.
But let's go. I want to see how mad we can get.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll make my comments.
Justo, hay blancos. Entonces ahí estás diciendo, los blancos, los pelirrojos, los güeros ya no van a tener trabajo porque no representan a México. Me parece absurdo y la gente debe de estar donde debe estar por su talento.
Yo
no
sí
por
estoy de
su color
acuerdo,
piel.
pero sí te voy a decir una cosa. El tema del debate de la discriminación es un debate que va, digamos, del privilegio a la vulnerabilidad. O sea, en ese sentido el debate va, te dicen, a ver, una persona en vulnerabilidad o en apartada, digamos, no puede cometer discriminación en contra de una persona que está en el privilegio. Y es como parte de un debate que está ahí y que hay que tomarlo, pero sí, digamos que en esta ideología también de identidad y racial y de género y demás, no se considera que puede existir una discriminación de la inversa.
Sí, pero al final, o sea, estas personas ya no pueden tener trabajo porque no representan.
Exacto.
Para mí eso es discriminar.
Y te voy a decir algo.
Aparece en el diccionario.
Oh yeah, okay. I understood that a mile away. Well, I don't look like me, so I feel like that's discrimination to me.
Oh, that shit.
So
By the way, for the people who are listening to the podcast, they're all dead serious war room Fox News style.
Yeah,
this is a Fox News segment.
They absolutely
It's straight face. Like it's like saying like, hey, why is Tommy here? Because
it's a Mexican show.
Yeah, it's like
I
he's
said
not
that
here.
about me.
No, but real quick. So this is a real question. This is the Mexican version of Fox News? Question mark. No, I don't think it's particularly.
I mean, I don't know what show this is.
ADN network. I don't know the show.
I don't know.
But this is not a.
I'll also say this: if they're making those comments, it probably is, because right now Mexico is in a cultural and political revolution.
That's right.
They're leaning now socialist.
Gay marriage
with a
forever,
lot-
everyone.
and with a lot of Latino American countries. So this can be a whole different kind of conversation. But a news source that would be representing and supporting of the president currently, I don't feel would be saying something like this, because the current president of Mexico was like the first one to acknowledge indigenous peoples during his.
That's right. His welcome. His victory speech.
Yeah,
because he was like, "I'm gonna be a president for Mexico for the rich, for the poor, the indigenous." Everyone's like,
They had somadores like there. They had the elders from, I think, the Oaxacan tribes, and they went and did a whole blessing, a whole gifting of medicines, and it was a whole thing. It was,
Right.
But it was the first time that they ever did it, and he was the first one to fully acknowledge Emiliano Zapata's descendants and the Zapatistas as an actual revolutionary army.
Yeah. A lot of good things. All the stuff that you're hearing may
this
not
is
be
not.
the real story.
This is
not at all.
Is this Mexican equivalent of Fox? Probably. I don't know.
But
I don't know.
But you got to
Mexican
understand,
media
even
like
if
that.
it's not the Mexican Fox News, these are the conversations that happen quietly in our households.
Yeah.
And they can still persist. My family's pretty good with it. Like my immediate family. There's been some people in my family, like first cousins and uncles and whatnot, that have had issue in colorism and stuff like that. So I'm not removed from it. The most proper speaking Mexican I don't have any accent. I don't speak Spanish. But we still have it in all my English speaking family. Are you fucking kidding me? We're not that far removed if you want to talk about, Chicanos and whatnot. We still have that problem. Yeah. And so the fact that there are people out there saying, well, that's not right for us light-skinned Mexicans.
Shit.
When you watch a novela, think of a novela and think of a dark-skinned person that's not cleaning.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
You can't.
recall many dark-skinned people in television.
If at all. If at all. They're white skin, brown hair, red hair, blonde hair.
A lot of colored eyes.
And here's the fucked up.
Off the top of my head, the only one I can think of is the dude from Chips.
Eric Estrada. And Eric Estrada apparently was an asshole.
That's what I was just about to say.
He doesn't speak Spanish. He had an earwig.
That's right. No, but also, just real quick.
Chiclets for teeth.
Right. But real quick, going back to Yalitza real quick.
Yeah.
This is some of the shit they were saying about her. And this is her Oscar-nominated movie.
And speaking of which, I love her and Tenoch.
Yeah.
Doing their whole, promotional tour. Him and Lupita just... Because she loves it.
Lupita.
She's
Hold on.
She loves it, man.
Real
She's
quick,
just-
though. I want to bring the shit they were saying to her, because I read this during this conversation I was picking up with all this colorism. They go, she's not a good actress. She was just playing the help. She's
Oscar
already
winner.
the help.
What the? Man, fuck them.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck them
that's
so
how bad
hard.
she got it, right?
Fuck.
every
I thought you were
last-
saying about...
Tenoch, no.
No, about a fucking
Lupita. Oh no.
Oh, you're talking about her. I was about to say, man. I was about to crossing lines with my side. Yeah, man.
Yalitza, real quick sidebar.
Yalitza?
We love you. We love you, Yalitza. That said, we ride for Lupita. We are riding.
I know you do. I know y'all do.
Look, she's my first pick in the racial draft.
She's gonna connect us both.
In the racial draft, she is my first number 1 round pick.
I already told you got Tessa. You don't need.
No,
Lupita.
we take her. If we can get Tessa, we'll get Tessa. But we are taking
She's
Lupita
half
first.
Mexican.
No, I think she was Puerto Rican.
Like her dad is half her mom's Puerto Rican, dad's Mexican. One of them's Mexican.
Shit.
The other way around. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
We got Linda Carter.
Latina, I
She's
didn't know
fluent.
that.
Whoa! What was that?
Linda Carter's later in the draft.
Oh, you can have Linda
She's a
Carter.
sneak peek.
She is actually these
Linda
guys.
Carter.
People forget.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all also
That
get
was a fucking lady.
you also get Bella Thorne, which
Hold on, real quick. But people forget the first Wonder Woman, at least the first relevant Wonder Woman live action,
Linda Carter.
is Mexican, is Latina, and that's what's hilarious because like that we can get her later in the draft. It's okay. We don't have to pull her right away.
Yeah, she's
Lupita,
like
however, we have to fight tooth and nail.
You do have to fight
fucking
for
Linda
that.
Carter's are Tom Brady. She's like
She is.
getting drafted 6th round and just gonna be like,
Yeah, she is gonna get drafted 6th round.
Yeah.
Forget about
People
it.
forget.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, oh, we'll
But
pick
that
other
woman has
people.
held herself up very nicely throughout time.
Oh my god! Oh, dude, real quick, because I follow her. Fucking somebody tried to call her out for calling Dionne Warwick Dion. Someone goes, "That's Miss Warwick to you."
No, they're friends.
And then someone goes, hey, you need to respect your elder. This random person said.
Yeah.
And then she goes, Dion, do you want me to refer to you as my elder? And then everyone in the comments was just chastising that reply. Like, that's fucking Wonder Woman. Who the fuck are you talking to? If anybody's going to call Dionne Warwick Dion, it's
it's
fucking Wonder Woman.
They come from the same era.
And Tessa Thompson, her father was a singer-songwriter, was it Mark Anthony Thompson, Afro-Panamanian. Wait, and the musical collective Chocolate Genius Inc. That's a great name.
I love that
Chocolate
name.
Genius
That's a great
Inc.
name.
But her mother is of half Mexican, half white, quarter Mexican.
okay,
so
quarter.
she's on.
Got a
She
sliver.
can be drafted.
She's got it. Yeah,
But we're
she
fighting
can.
with African, Panama, white, and Mexican. We're pretty much fighting everybody but Asian.
Yeah.
For Tessa Thompson.
Pretty much.
That she's gonna be a high draft pick for sure.
She claims Mexican a lot.
Does she really?
She
Really?
does.
That's
She's
wonderful.
Very, yeah,
That's
it's something
wild. I didn't know
she's
that.
very proud
Tessa
of.
Thompson. Whew. And
Also,
Lupita.
how the fuck did she get that fucking accent for Thor? Holy shit!
She's one of the
You
best
talk about
American
talent?
actresses.
No kidding.
You talk about
Isn't that the
talent.
challenge, though? If an American actor can do a British accent, great actor.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
can do that
bro.
shit easily. They can do American accents
talk
like
about
nothing.
fucking talent.
But
Yeah.
us doing theirs is a very
Them and
hard
Australians can nail American
Yes.
like no problem.
Look at
But
Colin.
it's because Americans just dumbed down versions of them.
Yeah, like Irish.
No,
No,
like that is-
Irish
that
is the ones that get me. Like Colin Farrell, just him speaking normally, him doing his American accent. It's fucking. You can't understand him normally.
Normally.
in his native tongue.
His native tongue. That's normal for him. Yeah.
What are you showing
Is he
me?
speaking
Come on.
Gaelic in the fucking movies? I think the real thing with that, with them being able to nail an American accent and Australians being able to nail like a British accent pretty easily, I think it's content, the way they consume content, because the majority of
American TV's everywhere.
the majority of what we watch is American.
Yeah, and they watch a
But
shitload.
they
of it
have
too.
the BBC even in Australia, so
Yeah.
they can nail that accent. They hear it all the time.
Right.
Man. Yeah.
That's fucking
We
crazy.
isolated ourselves. It's just an American program, and so it fucks us up.
Hold on, real quick.
So we're gonna have kids that watch like Peppa Pig and Doctor Who that are gonna
Gonna
nail that.
nail that.
Right. We're taking the title
absolutely
back.
Right. You got that right. Brit Box. Yeah, we're taking it back for sure.
Tenoch Huerta Jr. Hello, mate.
Hello.
Top of the morning, there you go. Hello, Gov.
I like Benedict Cumberbatch.
No, but going back,
Bro, I love that's my favorite one.
now this is a nice little side tour that I didn't mention, but is worth noting about this whole thing. Yeah, Lupita Nyong'o being Kenyan parents but Mexican native born.
Yeah, and raised in London.
And raised in London.
Yeah.
But at Wakanda por siempre, which is a greater name than Wakanda Forever.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I
It
saw
is
that. I was
absolutely.
like, por siempre? Yeah. Wow. I kind of want that. But this is her dancing with Tenoch at one of the premiere events.
They've been doing this all over.
Like they're making their.
And he's got the Copili on.
Yeah.
That's,
Look at she. And so they're just going out doing this everywhere.
They've been doing it everywhere, yeah.
And she is loving it. She did an interview where she was like, I did not believe that me speaking Spanish on a role for the first time would be for Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like she was just like, what the fuck?
That's what she got the biggest kick out of. She was like, oh, that's great.
Right.
Of all movies, this is the one where I get to do it.
Right.
now, for lack of a better term, she might even be tri or quadlingual now. Because
Oh, she knows like 4 languages.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Well, then more than that, because the whole cast who took part in any of the Yucatec language, they have just like sat with.
Oh, so they had to learn.
They had to learn.
Right.
They not learn the whole fucking language.
No,
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, she
that was
had
the
to
thing.
too. Then
Also, apparently she knows Swahili according to Google.
she does.
So there you go. 4.
So
4 or 5, yeah.
4, but that's
Polyglot.
only.
I think the term
Yeah,
is polyglot.
Yeah, it is. But that would be what? English, Spanish, probably French, Swahili. Now,
Oh, she was speaking French, yeah, to the
spoke
kids in
French,
Haiti in the
yeah.
movie, yeah.
now it's Yucatec. So that's at least 5, and then I'm pretty sure we're probably living.
Damn near every language she can speak.
Right. Thrown in this movie. Oh yeah, because
Fuck
she's
it.
a super spy.
She's a super spy.
Yeah, Wakanda Forever started Lupita Nyong'o says speaking Spanish in Marvel film wasn't good.
Should have been Black Panther. Anyway,
Oh my god. Oh boy.
Would have loved it.
that would have worked for
Oh
me.
my god, dude.
Yeah, for real.
But as it worked,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Marvel, do you
Letitia
love
Wright-
money?
Letitia Wright killed the fucking role.
no,
Hey,
she
you
killed
can-
something.
We agree.
Here's the okay.
Respectfully.
So here's the thing. You can have the beef that I do also have with her as a person, but I think she
Oh no,
fucking like.
no! I
she-
can completely
she killed
separate those two things.
It's
she
very
just-
hard for me to
she-
separate a role from a person, just because like
Well, I look at,
you
like-
you are putting that into also because as a person of color, we like are expected to separate people from roles, especially when they portray us and they're not of that descent,
Right.
or of that even color.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like we either get blackface, we get like a white man who's being Native American, or a white man who's being a Mexican,
Or that one Native American who hated trash who was Italian.
Yeah, you know, it's like. Do
you remember that commercial?
Yes, yeah. Like fucking crying. Yeah, homeboy's Italian. So you know,
Hold on. I had to look up
hard.
trash Indian commercial. That dude's
the first
There you
thing
go.
that
That- yeah,
pops
it's
up.
that dude's a fucking
thing.
Italian.
He's Italian as hell.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'll pull it up while you guys deep dive.
But yeah, no. So like that's why for me, as someone who consumes like media and watches movies, it is very hard for me to like separate person.
oh no!
from character.
I totally respect that. It's just artists.
I
from art in
forced
general,
myself
yeah.
to with Letitia Wright because she's unfortunately just one of those folks.
I
But
genuinely tried, and look, I did, but like. The reason I criticize is not because of that, because I was fully prepared to be like, I don't like it, but fuck, she killed it.
And
Like,
the
I was
re-
fully prepared for that.
And
but
the reason why we're talking
did
about
not
it
to me.
again,
Yeah.
because I want to give your updated review as well while you're talking. Well, I might as well while you're at it.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, I'm saying continue.
Oh, continue.
But just give your review that you were going to get because Tommy
Yeah.
has updated his
I have
review.
updated because as I wanted to. I hate reviewing movies right after because I need to sit on it for a little bit because I think about
I've
films
already
that I
seen this
see.
movie fucking 3 times.
Oh no!
Yeah, 3
I
days in a
appreciate
row.
you giving it money.
Oh,
But-
man. Hey,
but-
man, yeah, fuck it.
But
Yeah.
the biggest problem you had was Letitia Wright. So you've actually
Yeah.
dropped your rating. Go ahead.
I
and
have
explain.
dropped it. It started out. What was I at 7?
8.
I was at.
You
what-
were at 8 with me.
Did I? Mm-hmm. Fuck, Tommy, what are you doing?
What's your
past
rating for the first one? Just like
Oh, first one? Okay, so I like the first one a lot. I like it more for its cultural significance
Oh,
than
yeah.
it as a film,
course, man.
because that's climax needs work.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I gave the first one 8. I think it's a solid 8, and I'm still good with that. And and culturally, I had 2. I had it as a film 8. It was entertaining, fine.
Mm-hmm.
It as just important to me as a black person. It's a fucking 10. Honestly, it's a fucking
like,
10.
Yeah.
Here's the reality, and I maybe I should just wait so that you can go and like not lose train of thought.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. Here's the thing. Like, for me, as somebody who again grew up and went to like predominantly black schools, like to me, Chad was a fucking hero.
Yeah.
And that was like yes, it was a very African American, black African movie for the culture.
Yeah.
But like to me, that was like, damn, that's my movie too, man. Like
Yeah.
I fucking like, Chad died fucking broke.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I cried for
everybody.
that shit, man. That was bad. It was
I
rough.
like it gets hard talking about even Wakanda Forever without getting choked up. Like
And
it's
that,
fucking
he left a massive hole in that fucking
Bro,
movie, man.
right,
And
right.
it's just it's undeniable. And yeah, Tanuk came in to distract you from it greatly as best he could.
Yeah.
Which is why I wish it was. Sorry, I wish it was a Namor movie featuring Wakanda.
That'll be the next one, baby.
No, he has his whole
Starring Guillermo
He's
del
got-
Toro
he's got
as
his own-
director.
Namor has to have his own movie.
Yeah,
I
he
think
has
we're
his
gonna
he
have
has
to.
his own enemies. He'll be fine.
It's called
Maybe he'll fight the Human Torch like in that comic.
He could, yeah.
Just as an opening, it would be great.
Yeah, like what if like
It'll be right after he bangs his sister.
No, like have like Justin Hammer try to make a Human Torch.
Oh
And be like,
yeah,
and have that be the opening scene where it's like, the fuck is that?
yeah,
He's fucking with he broke an oil rig. Fuck it.
yeah.
Stab,
it.
stab,
Could
stab.
also be that Namor goes up against another African superpower and like they create a relationship.
Oh.
Oh.
Because he and Storm.
What is she in the comics? What ethnicity?
She's
She's African.
She's African.
Yeah.
I forget
I think
what I knew.
Nigerian or Kenyan.
Let me
Something
see.
like that.
Yeah, I thought Kenyan.
It's one. I think Kenya.
Want to
But-
say Kenya because I think Wakanda's supposed to be like near
Near
Kenya.
Kenya, yeah. And she
I know
becomes the queen of
Wakanda
Wakanda.
is geographically within like the Ugandan.
Well, it's so in
They switched it,
MCU,
but yeah.
it is on the eastern side of
Lake
Africa,
Victoria.
northeastern
Lake
side.
Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of in that
Okay.
center-ish area.
And she
with
is Kenyan.
Access to water.
Kenyan.
Storm was raised
Well-
in Harlem though, and
So,
Cairo.
They are for a very short period a couple.
Yes.
Yes.
No, they get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they get married?
They get
I know they
married,
were
yeah.
a thing, but I don't remember if they got married.
Yeah, they get married. She fucks him over. I think he does die.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
He
so
dies, I know for sure, in Civil War II
he does die in
with
Civil
the
War.
Squadron
Yeah.
Supreme. Fucking that comic book.
Book
He dies.
spoilers.
T'Challa dies a lot. he really
I'm
does.
talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Namor.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Namor and Storm were a couple for a while.
Oh
And
shit.
Namor, oh yeah, no,
That's
Namor
what
and
I'm
Black
saying,
Panther
like,
were married
so,
also.
that's what
They
I'm
all
saying.
just share. They
Yeah.
really do. Sue Storm, Storm. Yeah.
Guys, if
any
you-
chick with Storm in her name, they go for.
I mean, look. Actually, I was going to jump ahead a little bit. That's the other part of the conversation before we get to the serious topic. Women think he's a hunk.
Good.
He
is a handsome
she's
man.
no,
Handsome
but
man,
not beyond just handsome. Like violently attractive. Like they were talking about burning the world with him in the conversation they had, where they're like, she was like, there's ladies in the theater going like, yeah, he kind of has a point. I'll do it. You know, she's like, Letitia Wright, why did you not listen to him? Like, I mean,
Ese chico me llena de orgullo y de otras emociones que me confunden.
so we had a viral video. So we had a viral video go on the Kuliki Takati.
I absolutely hate you for that.
It's so
not
dumb.
Left my fucking.
Oh, I keep checking the numbers, so it's just the whole time
How's it
in my
going?
brain. Huh?
How's he doing?
Let's check the numbers right here. It is at 1.3. It just jumped 1.3 million views.
Oh, good God. That was a good call.
We did it
That was a
Friday.
good call, yeah.
I did it for the review before. I showed it to TJ and him. And they
No,
were like,
I was watching live.
Oh,
You fucking
shit.
Shared that, and I was like, all right, this is definitely when I just
right.
close it for
It's
that.
time for enough internet for
I'm
today.
done, yeah.
Also, real quick, Dr. Doom and Storm had a thing for
Yes,
a bit
they have
too.
a big thing.
Lex Luger in Fubu is
I
the
love
name.
that. Yeah, I love
First
Lex
time
Luger.
chatter. Thank you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you for joining.
I was like, I didn't recognize Lex
Lex
Luger. I
Luger
feel like I would have remembered that.
No, but this is the audio. I mean, wish I had it pulled up. Actually, I do have it pulled up. What am I talking about?
It's on you.
It's like the first thing in right there. Here, I'll play it right here.
You played it like 4 times during that.
I had to make sure that people knew what it
They
was.
got stuck in their fucking heads.
Welcome to this is what we got 2 million views. Oh, I'm up shit. As soon as he starts going on Namor adventures, it's where it gets fucking funny. The editing, though, I will admit, is some of the hardest editing I've done in terms of like how cool it is. Not
Yeah.
like difficulty, but like it goes hard.
It's good.
As It's the adventures. It's the adventures that makes it funny. But people
Makes me laugh every fucking time, man.
It's very stupid.
Oh god.
1.3 million views, everybody.
Good
No,
job.
but the thing about it that's funnier is the women in the comment section talking about. They go, Talocan wasn't the only thing wet in this movie.
Oh, dear God.
like that. Like it's like that.
Good.
I found this lady here. One of the many examples.
Same with the women that was saying that during like Shang-Chi. I was
Yeah,
like, great. Yes.
Good, straight.
There are other men out here. Yeah, for the love of God, go explore.
But like, because here's the thing. Apparently, men have been jealous of him, saying like, "Oh, he's just a regular guy," because he's not as super shredded. He's not tall. He's not all those things that people expect traditional masculinity to.
Tenoch brings it up himself.
He's not.
Yeah.
Chris,
So
he's
fucking-
not Chris Hemsworth.
Right.
Yeah, so Mike Deodato Jr., who is one of the original artists for like the Namor comics and one of the like very well known artists in Marvel Comics, got like huge fucking backlash because when Tenoch was announced as Namor, he said, "Why did we bring like the fat beaner to be like Namor?"
Jesus.
And it's fucked up more so because Deodato's not like a very light skinned like man. Like he is
Yeah.
darker skinned Brazilian.
Right.
And it's like he.
Oh, they got it bad over there.
Oh, okay.
Don't they
Okay.
got it really
Fucking
bad.
fucking
Holy
hatred.
shit, that's
Yeah,
a whole
yeah, that's a whole
subject.
thing. But
Because you know my love for Brazil. So yeah, I know about the culture.
this
It's
dude-
rough over
yeah,
there.
This dude fucking like went after fucking Tenoch and was like, why do we have, or why is it now that a 60-year-old like comic book artist is in better shape than this fat bastard? Like it went in on him. And so if I'm not mistaken, there you go. Yeah. And then he posted a fucking nude backshot photo of him.
So screw things up when a character with a movie looks in the worst shape
he alive?
than the 60-year-old artist who drew him.
No, I mean, yeah, he doesn't look alive in that picture.
No, yeah, Mike Deodato Jr. He's like he does a lot of fucking shit. Yeah, a lot
Right.
Of shit. But I'm pretty sure.
Stupid. Holy fuck. You fuck. That body of yours is absurd. Adam Levine.
Twitter.
The
I love it. Yeah, it's been a lot of
Your
that.
body's absurd. No, but the real thing about it though is that they say his body, he looked too chubby. He's not as shredded. It's like
Really?
like you look at he does that slow motion punch in the movie. His back is fucking yoked, dude.
Yeah.
It's totally not fair. But like guys are getting mad about it, saying like, oh, he's nobody. And the thing is, this motherfucker looks like more handsome Mexican dudes I've known my entire life.
Yeah.
You ever have friends who are into soccer? They look like this. They're handsome as fuck, and it's not fair.
He had a Mexican dance club on a Saturday night. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's as much of these guys.
Cowboy hat. That's right.
Hey, minus the nose piercing for now.
Right.
You ever go to Acapulco
that
and see
out.
some
Now we
dudes
about to-
dive off a cliff?
Right.
You can take a piercing out. Like, yeah.
Shit, I might start wearing those earrings right there. Big old fucking jade
Turquoise,
ass
yeah.
turquoise earrings. No, but look at this lady. She's fucking.
Listen, I was raised with morals, right? I'm a college educated woman. And I know that this man is a human being, and I shouldn't be looking at him as some piece of meat. But god damn it, Marvel, you knew what you was doing putting out this picture. I'm already putting in my list of names. Agua Papi's the topic. Let's go.
Aqua Poppy. Like that was before the movie came out, and people were lusting over him. And the fact that now he's got this whole thing where he's like, he pretty much gave her a whole Aladdin scene. He's like, I can show you the world.
Yeah.
Look at my whole.
Very gracious. Yeah.
And so, I mean, we got that win. We got representation. We got dark skin color. It should be celebrated. Everyone should be like,
Did
hooray.
Ryan Coogler have a big part in casting this? Or
Yes.
So he had a big.
Really?
So
because it
Coogler
had
had-
him. He had his whole signature stamped all over this.
Yeah,
shit.
no, Coogler. So Coogler made it very like poignant to not just like cast who he wanted like this for the like script and the writing that he wanted, but he like sent over, and I wish I could just like pull it up, but there is here's the big thing. They started filming this entire movie when Chadwick was alive.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh damn.
Chadwick died like 6 months into filming, and they scrapped and had to redo and rewrite every fucking.
Holy shit.
There is a very beautiful and heart-wrenching picture of Chadwick Boseman sitting at one of the top of the pyramids in Mexico.
Really?
They like Coogler, Boseman, all of them went into Mexico and learned like the indigenous culture. They spoke with the professors. They spoke with elders. Like he was very like intent on doing things right.
Yeah.
Which is very respectful.
That's what he does,
and like
yeah.
and you can't deny it. The motherfucker's like a genius at what he's doing.
Yeah, I love
like
Cougar.
storytelling. And so he did
That's the
things
picture.
the right way. There you go.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh,
I see
damn.
that and it's just like you can't stare at it too long.
That's another problem I have. Like a lot of the fault of this movie is not of its own doing. It's just what it is.
Oh yeah, man.
And
I
it's
mean,
that the fact that like if you read the comics, you know just the beef between T'Challa and Namor.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like, fuck, I would have loved to.
Oh,
like
my
this
God.
movie was written. You could tell it was written.
oh yeah,
for two
it was
kings to
written
clash.
for Tenoch
Yes.
and
To
Chadwick
fucking
Boseman.
clash,
And that's
and
like
I can't get that dream movie out of my fucking head. And
Yeah. I mean,
it just
but that's-
and what we got was not that, and it's mainly because of who they chose, and she just couldn't deliver for me, man.
Right,
and
right.
it's more prominent the more that I think about it, because I was going to give it a 5, and I'm like, that's not fair, because that 5 would have just came from Namor alone,
Right.
Because and I'm like, she lessened everyone else who was here. You had Angela Bassett, Winston Duke. What's Okoye's real name?
Denai Guerrero.
Yeah. Like you had every
Machine.
actor who can't do bad performances. It's just not in them.
Right.
They give their all, and you lessen that shit. You dulled it. You fucking dulled it. No one else, you did, because they decided to put this shit on your back.
Right.
And they shouldn't have. You had Lupita right there.
Right.
Put it on her back. Her story, her arc was perfect for
and
that.
a half Mexican and then also Black Panther. That's
Yeah.
like all the money in the world.
Perfect. It was
All
right
the
there
money
for
in the
you. And I
world.
could not see it, Sam.
For
I
how
could
much-
not see it.
for
And
how
I'm just
much-
like, you missed an opportunity.
Yeah, like Disney and Marvel have decided to like retcon certain things for the shows and the movies, etc.
Yeah.
It did kind of just like blow my mind that they didn't like do some kind of retcon to like go a different way with this
They
character.
could have went a different way, man.
They should have gone different.
They should have.
I think they should have. I think with what we got is like a fine movie once you take the emotion away. Like take the emotion, which is going to be very hard. And
Right.
It's damn
Yeah.
near impossible.
It's almost
but
impossible.
take the emotion, take the meaning away. Movie just
It's
as a
not
whole.
that good.
It's like a 6.
It's
Yeah, that's what I'm
clustered.
saying. That's why I took that away, and I managed to like days. It took a couple days. I managed to strip it of that.